The deafening, rhythmic thump of rotor blades shatters the night air as a heavy tactical security helicopter drops low over the forest canopy. The facility team isn't just searching the perimeter anymore, they have deployed airborne thermal tracking to lock down every square inch of this wilderness. A blinding spotlight slices through the thick pine branches, illuminating the vibrant green underbrush in brilliant, chaotic flashes. You throw yourself forward into a full sprint, navigating the rough terrain as the downwash from the blades kicks up a storm of leaves and debris around you. Staying out in the open means immediate detection by the high-resolution surveillance array. Directly ahead, hidden beneath a curtain of ancient, hanging vines, the terrain breaks open to reveal a jagged concrete cave entrance. You dive headfirst into the narrow fissure, scrambling over the damp earth just as the primary searchlight sweeps across the external brush line. Inside, the overwhelming noise of the aircraft dulls to a heavy, echoing vibration that rattles your teeth. The immediate threat has passed, but you are now trapped inside a completely unmapped subterranean network with zero visibility. The cavern splits into two distinct paths, forcing you to make a critical, high-stakes choice to secure your extraction route. To the left, a low, flooded tunnel system offers a flat path but risks hypothermia and dead ends. To the right, a steep climb up jagged rock faces leads higher up the ridgeline but exposes you if the tracking teams enter the cave. The clock is ticking down. Choose your path in the comments right now. Choosing the flooded subterranean path forces you into an immediate battle against the freezing elements. The icy water reaches your shins instantly, sending a sharp shock through your boots as you navigate the narrow, low-ceilinged rock corridor. Above you, the faint, muffled thumping of the helicopter blades tells you the airborne search grid is still circling the mountain, completely unaware that you have slipped beneath the surface. The cavern walls narrow further, transitioning from raw stone into ancient, rusted industrial infrastructure. Running parallel to your path is a massive pressure drainage pipeline, locked down by heavy steel chains to prevent unauthorized tampering. If this line connects back to the facility's main utility grid, it represents a direct highway out of the search sector. You slide your metal tool into the padlocked link, throwing your entire physical weight against the mechanism until the old iron snaps with a muffled crack. With the chain broken, you spin the heavy wheel valve, forcing the drainage system to divert the rising water line. The corridor opens up into a massive, forgotten brick masonry vault chamber hidden deep beneath the forest ridge. The scale of this underground space is staggering, but your focus locks onto a vertical access shaft directly across the concrete floor. A heavily weathered iron ladder ascends straight into the dark ceiling, offering a direct path back to the surface level. The facility tracking system is already recalculating its search radius based on your last known coordinates. You have exactly 3 minutes to climb out of this structural bottleneck before the patrol units lock down the exits. Hand over hand, you force your body up the slick iron rungs of the vertical masonry shaft, your muscles burning under the immense physical strain of the steep ascent. Far below, the flooded vault echoes with the faint, residual splash of dripping water, but ahead of you, a pale sliver of natural moonlight breaks through the narrow slots of a heavy iron manhole cover. You are approaching the absolute edge of the facility's underground property line, but emerging onto the surface level places you directly into the path of their secondary security ring. Pressing your shoulders against the cold metallic plate, you heave upward with everything you have left, sliding the heavy iron lid silently across the smooth, rain-slicked asphalt above. You crawl out of the void, instantly dropping flat into a low crouch behind a thick concrete utility barrier running along the deserted perimeter road. The heavy thumping of the helicopter has faded into the distance, but the ground-level threat is far from over. A sleek, automated security drone glides silently down the center lane, its sweeping optical camera throwing a bright neon hazard orange radar cone across the pavement. Down the road to your right, the bright glare of approaching headlights cuts through the dark fog, signaling a fast-moving patrol vehicle closing in on your position. Across the open asphalt lies a dense tree line that offers permanent concealment and a straight shot to your extraction node. You must calculate the risk perfectly in this exact microsecond. Do you sprint blindly across the open road before the drone rotates, or hold your position behind the barrier? Your final strategy dictates the outcome. You commit fully to the risk, launching your body from behind the concrete utility barrier into an absolute, explosive sprint across the open asphalt. The sweeping optical drone swivels behind you, its bright neon hazard orange detection arc missing your trailing boot by mere centimeters as you push your limits. The blinding glare of the approaching transport vehicle's headlight slices directly through the fog, illuminating your path in a chaotic flash just as you dive headfirst into the thick tree line. Twisting branches and dense pine needles scrape against your clothes as you tumble down a steep, muddy embankment, completely severing the tracking grid's visual contact. You scramble back to your feet in the dense brush, tracking a weathered, rusted iron perimeter fence that marks the absolute boundary of the maximum security sector. Tearing through a pre-cut gap in the heavy wire grid, you slide flat onto the cold earth and slide beneath the final physical obstacle. Ahead of you, a forgotten dirt access road emerges from the dark fog, completely outside the facility's automated monitoring perimeter. Waiting in the shadows is the dark silhouette of an idling getaway vehicle, its taillights glowing a soft orange against the mist. You sprint to the passenger side, your gloved hand gripping the cold metal door handle as the lock clicks open from the inside. You drop into the seat, pulling the heavy door shut behind you as the engine roars to life and accelerates into the dark. The automated security mainframe logs a total system error. The perfect breakout is complete. Nobody noticed you leave.